I'm Susanna and this is my adventure journal. I am backpacking and I am on the Hawaiian island of Maui. It's a little bit different of a backpacking trip. I already spent a couple days scuba diving out here, so now I'm getting my backpacking in. I am on the rim of a dormant volcano right now and I'm about to head down to the crater for 2 days. So I'm at the Sliding Sands trailhead and I'm about to head down, and it should be pretty easy though. The furthest campsite is like 8 miles away, so it should be a nice easy day. It's just about noon right now, but I'm excited to see the terrain inside the crater. So this is the name of the trailhead, Sliding Sands Trailhead in Hawaiian. Keonehe'ehe'e, maybe? And then here's a map of the crater itself. So starting actually right here, I'm gonna go down into the crater and I'm headed to Polikou campsite tonight, so the furthest one back in the crater. And then tomorrow I'm gonna head to Holua over here and then make my way back. And here we go. Polikou, it says 9.8 miles. There's different mileage estimates, you know, on different maps and stuff. So 8 to 9 miles, 10 if necessary. Considering I usually do like 18 to 20 miles, should not be a problem. But you can already see it's a pretty cool volcanic landscape. And again, I am on the rim, so in a little bit I'm going to get to the edge of that rim and see down into the crater. Alright, a couple feet down the trail, I see a little information sign, and oh yeah, now I got a view of the trail I'm going to take and the rest of the crater. So straight back there, kind of where those clouds are, is where I'm headed today. Gonna go past all of these really cool cinder cones and different colored environments and such here. This is a really fragile ecosystem here. I actually had to spray down my gear with a cleaning solution before even coming in here. There's a disease with the plant life that's taking over the national park on the Big Island, and it's found on Kauai right now too, so they're taking some extra precautions, but heading down. Still heading down the sliding stands, and whatever its name was in Hawaiian, Keonehe'ehe'e something. And what's in front of me right now is the ocean. That's the Pacific Ocean. So here's the crater, and here's the ocean. And those are the clouds rolling in. Getting a little further down in elevation now, and everything's getting so much cooler. Look at these cinder cones. They're just kind of popping up out of the landscape the further down I get. This is honestly really, really cool. Again, that is the ocean. The further down I get, the more excited I am to spend a couple nights just in here in a volcano, basically. So again, towards the back there, that's where I'm headed. Doesn't look like a hard hike. The terrain's gonna be, you know, maybe a little uneven, but it's mostly flat. And then this first section is obviously downhill all the way down there. But super cool. Just a stunning sight inside of a volcanic crater. The rim is getting higher and higher, which is more exciting. This is called Sliding Sands, and it is a little loose. I thankfully left kind of the main thoroughfare where everybody was. There weren't too many people on the trail, but I like getting out where people are not. But we got the rim up here, and then the rest of the trail going this way. It's funny, I mean, I like the overviews, but the further down into the crater I'm getting, the more excited I'm getting. Everything just keeps getting cooler. Oh, I'm in it now. I am down in the crater. This is honestly really, really cool. Look at this. Headed to the Paliku campsite on the, I'm going to attempt to say it, it's in front of me, Keonehe'ehe'e the sliding sands trail. I'm going to be tripping over these Hawaiian names, but I'm going to be making the effort. So again, I'm going to say it again. Keonehe'ehe'e, the sliding sands trail. Even further down, the Keonehe'ehe'e trail. I think I'm getting it. And I am surrounded by cinder cones right now. So you can see there's trails that lead through the cinder cones. And I came from way, way up there. So fully down in the crater now. And 6 miles to Polikou. That's my campsite. So cool. Got some vegetation too. Got some green up on the rim and then some fall right here. This is just, I'm gonna do a 360. This is just so cool. There's nothing else I can say besides this is just so cool. And this is the direction I came all the way from the top there. I am so glad that I'm actually spending a couple nights down here, because most people are just hiking in and hiking out. This is so cool. Alright, approaching Kapaloa cabin. And there's a couple cabins here in the crater. The other two are at the campsites. I know you can rent out those cabins to stay for the night. I'm assuming you could do it with this one too. This one just doesn't have a tent camping campground, but there are some picnic tables and there is an outhouse here. So this is going to make a nice place to stop. And I'll just do a 360 to show where we are. I am headed to those clouds. I have a feeling at some point I'm not going to see much in this hike because I'll be in the clouds. But this is looking back at the crater, and you can't see where I started on the crater because it's behind that hill. Here you can get a really good idea of the clouds coming in from the lower elevations, bringing that moisture up. I like to call this the smoke monster because usually you can see it creeping towards you, and then when you get in it just kind of envelops you and you can't really see anything. I'm not sure I'm gonna get eaten by the smoke monster today. I'm not sure how far down I go. I don't think I'm going that far down. I think the campsite should be just over here. I haven't been here before, so we'll see. It's a cool phenomenon, but I would enjoy not being enveloped in the smoke monster today. And looking back, we're getting a little bit lower in that other side of the crater. Oh, was that goose? That might be that endemic goose. There's a goose here called a nene, and it's endemic. And there's all sorts of don't feed the nenes and nene crossings around here. That may have been it. Love to see one a little bit closer up though. This is a really cool view of the smoke monster rolling through. You can see it kind of dissipates over here when it gets to the drier section. You can see that there's more vegetation in this section, and that's because of the smoke monster. It looks really cool. It's cool in temperature, but I think I think I'm still good with escaping this smoke monster. It seems to be kind of going up and then this way too. I'm still headed down. This is cool. I mean, everything's been cool, but this is cool. I'm looking out at another island of the Hawaiian island chains, and that's the big one. That's the big island. That's Hawaii itself. Hawaii. That's really cool. I'm looking at the big island from Maui. That's awesome. Still headed this way. Still got this rocky lava terrain with some vegetation. But now I also have views of the big island. So cool. So cool. Yeah, I can't really see the cinder cones anymore, but it's nice to get some variety. Coming up on the intersection to do the spur to the trailhead to Paliku. And the scenery has definitely changed. I mean, there's the smoke monster, but look at these lush green mountains over here. This is still the crater, but it's so different than where I started. And I haven't seen anyone since the cabin. So that's been pretty awesome. It's totally different over here. So heading to my campsite. Oh, and then this trail, the Polikou trail, goes all the way down to the ocean, but it's kind of steep and unmaintained. Would be cool to do if I had the time, but unfortunately I do not have the time. So Polikou, here I come. I have made it to Polikou. This is the cabin over here, and these are Nene. Wasn't sure if I saw one earlier. These are for sure them. They are the endemic geese, only found here. They're pretty. Yep, I'd say this is a nice spot. So the birds chirping. That's a nice early relaxing day setting up camp. I don't usually get those, and got a couple hours till sunset, and I'm just gonna sit here in the grass, listen to the birds chirp, and tomorrow I head back across the crater to the other campsite.